students, I am Nityanand Upadhyay, going to teach you computer science, and in that today we will cover session 5 of the chapter data representation. In this season we will cover character representation, means how we will represent any type of character set in our computer. So let's start. Alphanumeric codes. What are alphanumeric codes? So, an alphanumeric codes represents all of the various characters and functions that are found on a standard keyboard. Means, in our daily life, we use types of keyboards and we can see types of symbols available on the keyboard. So, how a computer can recognize it? It is set by alphanumeric codes. Okay, as you are knowing that computer is a machine and it can only understand the binary language which consists of only two digits, 0 and 1. But we can see on keyboard that types of characters are available on keyboard. Any symbol, any special character, arithmetical operators, alphabets in both case, uppercase and lowercase. So how our computer can recognize which character it has to be typed or which character it has to be stored. So for this we use types of character sets, and in short those are known as alphanumeric codes. So some common alphanumeric code formats are ASCII code, ISCII code and Unicode. So ASCII code. The American Standard Code for Information Interchange. It is the full form of ASCII, American Standard Code for Information Interchange. It is the most widely used alphanumeric code. Means in the world it is used. Before some years it was most widely code. It is used in most of micro, mini and mainframe computers. It is a 7-bit code, means its character, in this particular character set all the characters can represent with 7 binary bits, means with the combination of 0 and 1. Okay, means whenever we are going to press any type of key on keyboard, our computer used to change that particular character according to the ASCII code into the binary code. Okay, for example, the ASCII code for capital A equal to 65. Okay, now whenever we press capital A in our keyboard, it gets an electric pulse and it converts it, our program converts it into from A to decimal number 65, and after that it converts into binary numbers in the form of 0101, whatever will be the value. Then it can be calculated or it can be stored or it can be typed by our computer. So it may be the process. So overall it is a 7-bit code and it has 128 possible code groups. So this is all about ASCII code. Now let's see another one. ISCII code. It stands for Indian Standard Code for Information Interchange. This is an 8-bit code capable of coding 256 characters. It retains all ASCII code characters and offers coding for Indian scripts also. Okay, so as we know that ASCII depend upon the character set of United Kingdom, United Nations means America. uh, this one ISKI is depend upon the scripts of means Indian scripts. As we know that in our India we use types of languages in different region. We use English also, so that's why ISKI retain all the character of ASCII with other Indian scripts. Means if you are going to type in Sanskrit, in Hindi, or in other language, ISKI could also provide facility for that. So you have to remember it that it is a 8-bit code, and it can do coding of 256 characters. Now Unicode. It is a universal character set that could represent all the known characters through one coding scheme. Means today we can see that all the world becomes as a one unit. Means with globalization is going on, and we can found each type of the work of each type of language can be held in each countries. So there was a need to represent all type of characters representation through a single unit. Means there was a need by which we can represent American characters, we can represent Unanian characters, we can represent European characters, we can represent Indian characters, we can also represent Chinese characters. So as you know that in different countries there are types of languages are going to use, and the scripts are also different. But when we focus on globalization, so we can realize that there's a need of a single code character set by which we can represent all type of character of the world. So here is the result in the form of Unicode. As unique, it is a superset of all other character set. Means it includes ASCII, ISKI and other code format also, which are going to be used individually in different type of region of the world. But in Unicode we can get all types of character set together. Now how are Unicode going to represent the data in its scheme? So the different Unicode encoding schemes are UTF-8 1 octet, UTF-8 2 octet, UTF-8 3 octet, UTF-8 4 octet and UTF-32. For your knowledge, I want to tell you that in UTF-8 1 octet we represent data with the help of 8-bit. In UTF-8 2 octet we represent all the data with 16-bit. In UTF-8 3 octet we represent all the data with the help of 24 bits, and in UTF-8 4 octet we represent all the data with the help of 32 bits. Okay, so how we can represent the data in different type of octet we will learn in the next session. That's all for today. I hope this video will help you to get the knowledge about the alphanumeric representation. Thank you students. Thanks.